Hello and welcome. My name is Shauna, and this is a chair yoga class for adaptiveadventures.org. So we're going to start taking a little quiet moment in the chair. So find yourself, excuse me, in a comfortable seated position. Of course, you cough as soon as you hit record, whatever. So you want to be comfortable. You can lean back in your chair, soften your shoulders, lengthen the back of your neck. Make sure that your legs are grounded in any way that is comfortable for you, and your hands can lay quietly on the lap. You can hold hands, interlace fingers, anything that's comfortable for you. One of the traditions in meditation is to put the right hand in the left hand and then let the thumbs touch each other, making a little circle. And then to keep the hands up off the lap just a little bit, enough to keep you alert. And then when your arms tire, of course, you can put them down. So you may or may not like to try that, but if you'd like to, there's that option. So once you've adjusted your posture, close your eyes and take just a moment here to feel the insides of your body. And with your eyes closed, just notice how your brain set up your body, meaning what is your posture? Where is it? How does it feel? So on some levels, your brain determines how to position your body in space. Now, some of that is habitual, some of it is mechanically in response to gravity, but some of it might be habitual. So just noticing, is the left shoulder and the right shoulder, do they feel the same? Are they in the same level, side to side? What does your chest feel like compared to your upper back? So going front to back. Is there any tension in your low back, or is your low back completely relaxed and soft? Can you let your sit bone sink just a little bit more into the chair, releasing all hold? Sometimes when we're sitting, it's almost as though we're trying to get up, even though we don't realize it. So can you turn off those muscles that would lift you out of the chair and instead let yourself melt down into the chair, into the seat, into the floor, wherever your body is making contact? Sending the signal to let all joints in the body quiet down and relax. Then notice if there's any stiffness or tension or holding anywhere. And with loving kindness, direct your attention to those areas as you find them. And then use your breath as though you're sending nourishing energy to that part of the body, allowing it to relax, let go, calm down, release. Likewise, if there's areas of your body that you're not very aware of, can you send your breath there to energize it, waken it up, light it up, let yourself make contact with it so that you can feel all parts of your body, and then release any tension as needed. Now we'll soften our face. Our face tends to hold a lot of emotion. So during this time, we can release all of that. Let our face be blank. Let your eyelids soften. And then let the eyes underneath it soften. And then let the space all around your eyes, the muscles, the connective tissue, the skin, let it soften. Let your forehead be smooth, almost as though it's being broadened, moving away from the center, smoothing out and settling down. And then turn your attention to the space in and around your ears. And can you soften those muscles as well? So the skin around the ears, the scalp, but also the muscles inside the inner ear, letting everything soften, imagining the sound waves softly vibrating, undulating, moving through that inner sanctum of the ear without resistance. And then we'll turn our attention to our breath. So there's a lot of different ways of breathing, and we'll explore some of them today. But the first one to think about right now is what's called structural breath. And structural breath is a very liberating way of breathing because it follows the anatomy of the breath in the body. And it might take a little getting used to. But first, let's imagine that you have a beautiful golden glow right over your heart center. So over or just behind your breastbone in your upper chest. The next time you take an inhale, can you imagine that golden light lifting up, the ribs spreading out as though you're lifting the ribs away from the hips gently. So you're lengthening the spine on the inhale. The belly is soft. And as you exhale and empty out the lungs, as you near the bottom of your exhale, pull the lowest abdominals in, like there's a little suction where the navel goes towards the front of the lumbar spine, engaging the abdominals to help you exhale out. So we inhale from the top down, so filling the lungs and then moving down, letting the belly soften. And then we exhale, starting from the bottom up. So gently drawing the belly in, engaging the lowest abdominals, and imagine a wave coming up and out. So on the inhale, like a gentle wave coming in and down, filling the body. And on the exhale, a gentle wave, anchoring it just above the pubic bone, a little bit of pressure as we initiate the wave going up and out. And then in our last few breaths here, letting your breath be slow, substantial, and full. Can you imagine that each breath is nourishing the body? So send it wherever the body needs it. We know that if we stop breathing, we cease to live, but the opposite side of that is that every breath brings us life. So welcome each breath into the body as a new supply of life force, new energy, new possibilities. And then when you exhale, letting go of carbon dioxide and any other metabolic waste, things that your body no longer needs. So inhaling and nourishing, revitalizing, exhaling, relaxing, softening, and releasing things that are no longer of value to our body. And in that quiet space that you might find at the bottom of the exhale, just take a few more breaths here, feeling at ease, feeling at peace, feeling a certain equilibrium throughout the body, that everything is as it should be. And then lower your chin just a little, blink your eyes open, and then we'll come back. So we'll take a little bit of the breath a little bit further now. So let's take the hands to the opposite shoulders. And then notice which hand is on top. So my left hand is on top. I'll try and keep us cueing with this. So this will be really simple, but we'll continue to use that structural breath in which we expand the chest and then the belly. And then we exhale the belly and then the chest. So when you're ready to inhale, take your arms just out into a very easy cactus and look up. That'll be our inhale. When we exhale, drop the chin, bring the left hand in and then the right to the shoulders and exhale completely. Now inhale, both arms out into that easy cactus, lift the heart, look up, maybe drop the shoulders a little bit, soften at the back of the heart. And then exhale, this time the right hand comes forward and first and then the left, and we drop the chin. Let's do that a few more times. So inhaling, lifting, taking the arms out into an easy cactus, and exhaling left and then right, dropping the chin. Inhaling, floating the arms out, nice and easy, looking up, almost as though we're receiving grace. And then exhaling, boy, I might have forgotten already. I think it's right, and then left. So it's a little bit of a brain quiz at the same time to try and remember the arms. So let's do it 2 more times. So we'll inhale up, lift the heart, feel a little arch in the back. And then the left hand, and then the right, chin down. Last time like this, inhale the arms out, lifting up. And when we exhale, it's the right hand and then the left, chin down. And then inhale your head level. All right. Now we'll do a really simple little twist. So let's take the left hand right away to the right lap, the thigh, the knee, and then take your right hand back behind you, any place that's comfortable. You can hold on to the back of the chair, the seat, underneath the seat, wherever your arm naturally reaches, or even to the small of the back. So we already have our arm a little bit twisted, our torso. So on an inhale, look forward and get really tall. And now when you exhale, you'll pull your belly in and feel as though you're twisting from the belly and the ribs. Exhale and look to the right. Now, the next time you inhale, come about halfway out of the twist and get a little taller. And then exhale and go back. Maybe you'll go back a little bit more, maybe not. Just find that exhale. And let's do that one more time. Untwist about half of the way on an inhale and get tall. And then exhale, pull the belly in. Twist with the lowest ribs in the belly and look over the right shoulder. We'll stay here for a breath, but notice if you've introduced tension into the twist. If you have, close your eyes, see if you can find the full length of your spine and release any tension and yet stay in the posture. Take another breath here. A full, smooth inhale, breathing more deeply into the right lungs, and then a long, slow exhale. You can exhale out of the mouth or the nose, whatever is more cleansing for you. And then inhale and come back. Once you get to the center, let's take just one breath here so you can feel the effects. Feel your shoulders, your neck, your torso. And maybe noticing just a little bit of energy, a little sparkle inside of you. All right, let's take the right hand to the left knee and the left hand goes behind us. So we'll inhale, push down to lift up. And then as you pull your belly in, exhale, and it doesn't have to be the deepest exhale. Just take it over. Your spine will feel the exhale. And then you'll inhale about half of the way out. So still keeping your head in line with your sternum. And then when you exhale, twist again, maybe a little deeper. And we'll do that one more time. So inhale and untwist about half of the way. So they're still sort of looking sideways. And then when you exhale, we'll take it a little fuller back. And now we'll pause here and hold on to it. So nice to close the eyes. It'll help you really feel the sensations from the inside. So notice what you're feeling and where you're feeling it. Notice if you're gripping, grasping, tightening anywhere, and see if you can soften and release as though the breath is expanding from the inside out, holding you in the twist, creating the twist. And then inhale and come back to center. So now we'll do what's called contralateral movement. And that is very good for the two halves of the brain. You might know that the left side of your body is controlled by the right side of your brain, and the right side of your body is controlled by the left side. And there's a gap between the two hemispheres of the brain, and signals have to be able to go back and forth because the functions aren't duplicated. So there's slightly different things on each side of the brain. So it has to connect to help you have a full motion. So we want to increase or enhance that connection between the two hemispheres. So we'll start out with just the arms and then we'll add the legs. So let's start with the right arm. So let's take the right arm straight up and look up, but then turn your head to the left as you exhale the arm out to the side and down. And then you'll bring your head back to center. And let's do just the right arm 3 more times. Let's make sure it's nice and warmed up. So we'll inhale up and reach. Hold the breath for a moment as you turn your head, and then a long, slow exhale as you lower the right hand towards the right hip, out to the side, and then you bring your head back to center. And up with the inhale. Hold the breath as you turn the head, and then exhale, push the air away as though it's heavy. So you're activating those arm and shoulder muscles a little bit. And then we'll do it one more time. So inhale and float the arm up, get a little longer on the right side. Turn your head to the left, turn the palm away, and lower the arm down. If it doesn't feel good to have your arms straight, always feel that it's totally fine to keep the elbow bent, make the gesture smaller, or even keep the hand on the shoulder as need be. All right, you might be able to feel now a little difference between the right shoulder and the left in terms of how it feels on the inside. So we'll bring the left arm online now. So when you're ready, we'll take an inhale and take the left arm up and look up, reach. Turn your head to the right and then push the air away and take the left arm down, down, and down, letting the shoulder blades slide down your back all at the same time. And feeling that little bit of lengthening on the side of the neck, and then come back to center. So 3 more times. Inhale it up. So the arm goes up, but the shoulder blade goes down. Turn your head and exhale. Take that arm out to the side as far as feels comfortable. And then back to center. Inhale up, so the breath is becoming longer and smoother, coordinating it with our movement. We look to the right and push the left arm down and even back a little if that feels good. And at the bottom of that arc, even see what it's like to reach for the floor, metaphorically, and you'll get a little bit more sensation on the side of the neck. And then last time like this, inhale the left arm up. Look away and take the arm down. On an exhale, draw those lowest abdominals in and bring it back. All right, so our arms are warmed up. So let's do both arms now. And we'll just, not exactly a swing, but on an inhale, let's lift both arms up, straight up. And then when we exhale, we'll just take them down and back just a little with a little squeeze of the shoulder blades. Let's do that a few times. So inhale, we can look up as we go up, and exhale, we can drop the chin down as we bring the arms back and down. Let's do that 2 more times, just like that. Just exploring that full range of motion in our shoulders. And if you've ever had a shoulder injury, which I know many of us have had, this, if we're able to do it, we so appreciate it. And exhaling, bringing it down and back. All right, now both arms come up, but this time option to lift the right knee. And then exhale, the arms come down, the right knee goes down. And then inhale, arms with an option to lift the left knee. And exhale, take the arms down, back and squeeze. And now let's keep this pattern going for a little while, right? And down, squeeze, and left knee up as arms rise up, and down, and squeeze. We'll do this one more time on this side before we change. So right knee up, and bring it down, squeeze, and then left knee up, and bring it down and squeeze. All right, now we'll do the cross lateral even more. We're going to do opposite arm and leg. So the right knee, it's her turn to lift. So we'll do left arm and right knee. There we go. And then exhale and bring it down. And then right arm and left knee. And bring it down. My little cat is right in front of the screen. and down and left. That's the one thing with online classes. You see everybody's pets, which is really nice, I think. And let's do one more on each side. So right knee, left arm. Pulling the belly in because you use the abdominal muscles to lift the leg. And then last time, left knee and right arm. And bring that down and release. All right. Now, we'll continue with the contralateral. Let's take the right hand to the small of the back. All right. And we'll inhale the left arm up and look up. Now, when we exhale, it'll be a long exhale. You'll fold forward, reaching forward, and then take that left arm down. Let your head and neck relax, lengthen through the low back. Even look back through the legs of the chair and try and let the back of the neck lengthen, like there's a weight on the crown of your head that's weighing the head down and tractioning out the spine. When you're ready to inhale, we'll swing that left arm forward and up. And then bring that hand down to the lap. And I guess right away, let's take the hand to the small of the back and release the right arm. We'll just do that back and forth. All right, so now when you're ready, we'll take the right arm up and look up. And gently pull the belly in as we lean way far forward, keeping the spine as long as we can for as long as we can, and then lowering, and the right hand is down. Taking that moment to lengthen the back of the neck, let the crown of the head drape towards the floor. Now, if you need your hand to come back up, you can always put your right hand on your lap. And then when we inhale, you can press into the lap to bring yourself up and then take the arm up. And then at the bottom, we'll bring the hand to the small of the back and release the left hand. So we'll do this one more time for each side. So inhale the left arm up, maybe looking back a little bit if that feels okay on the back, as long as you're lifting up. And then reversing that in exhaling and rounding the back as we roll forward and down. And either the arm, you pump it the whole way up, or you can put the arm on your lap to help push yourself up. Either way, when you're ready, we'll inhale up and bring the left arm to the small of the back and release the right arm. Inhale your right arm up. Maybe looking back for a moment, and then exhale, lean way forward like you're reaching for something just past your reach. Relax the head down. Right arm relaxes. Left hand is at the small of the back. Take an extra breath here. And then we'll inhale and bring ourselves the whole way up. And now take the right hand to the small of the back for just a moment. Take your elbows and take them back and then forward and back and forward a few times. So we're rounding the upper back and then we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Just a little something here to get some sensation to the upper back, and then we'll release. Now, when we do an asymmetrical pose like we've been doing, it's always good for the nervous system to come back and do a symmetrical pose. So now we'll do a symmetrical version of that. So we'll take both arms by our sides. And when you're ready, we'll swing both arms up, maybe looking back a little, and then exhale both arms, bring it forward, but now take them to the small of the back, both arms, and then let your head and neck relax down. When you're ready to inhale, you'll use the strength of your abdominal muscles. So lengthen through the spine and use your inhale to lift up. Yeah. And then we'll release the arms and we'll do that again. So sweep the arms forward and up. And then exhale, wide swan dive, but then hands to the small of the back and let the head relax over. And then inhale yourself back up and bring your hands to your lap. All right, we'll do a little something now with the legs again. So this will be very simple. So make soft fists with your hands. And your elbows are bent and your arms are just parallel to the floor. When you inhale, we'll take our elbows back and open up the chest. So that'll be an inhale. And when you exhale, we'll take our hands and push them away around our back, drop our chin, like we're saying stop. But we'll also we'll alternate the legs. So let's do it together. I'll walk us through the first pair. So arms are by your side. So on an inhale, draw the elbows back, open up the chest, even look up just a little bit. And when it's time for you to exhale, push your hands away and maybe extend the right leg or pick the right knee up, whatever's more available, or even just take the right leg long on the floor if that's available. And then inhale, drop the foot and draw the elbows back. And exhale, push away and maybe something with the left leg. And then draw those elbows back, making those fists getting taller. And on the exhale, push away and activate the right leg, the right thigh, the knee, and then push back, pull the elbows back as the chest comes forward. It's like a little back bend. Look up just a little. And last time, push the left leg as we push the arms away, drop the chin and round the back. And then release and come on back. All right, so I always like to include a little bit of abdominal work, and the abdominal work we're doing is fairly simple today. We'll be leaning back and forward as we often do. Leaning back means you have to engage your abdominals so you don't fall back, right? So it keeps you there. And then using the exhale to bring us back. But we'll also add the option of lifting one knee or the other. So let's take the hands to the opposite shoulders just to take them out of the way. And get a little tall. Inhale here and see if you can drop your shoulders a little bit and exhale. And then the next time you inhale, lean back to any degree, feeling the abdominals working. And when it's time to come forward, use your exhale. And you can blow your exhale out of your mouth like a, if that is comfortable. It'll help you engage your abdominals and move you forward. So let's try it a few times just like this. So inhale back, keep the back of the neck long, and exhale forward. And inhale back. So we're moving slowly, mindfully, and letting the muscles work for a little bit longer than just a quick response. And then exhale forward. And we'll do one more time like this. Inhale back. And exhale, pull the navel to the spine as you exhale forward. Now this time, when you inhale back, the option is to lift the right knee any amount, or maybe even take the right leg out, up to you. And then exhale, bring it forward. And inhale, take it back, and maybe the left knee comes up, or a leg is extended if that's an option. And then exhale and bring it back. So anytime we take one more point of support off the floor, we have to work harder in our core to keep ourselves balanced. So that's the idea of leaning back and taking one leg off the chair, and then exhaling, bringing it back. And last time, take an inhale as we move back, and exhale, bringing it forward. And then release your arms. So you might feel a little warmth here, a little activity, vibration, tingling, or just sensation there. All right. If this is an option, because it's our 4th week, I like to include legs for those people who would like to be able to move them a little. We're going to take our hands and interlace them under the right thigh. And then the arms are just going to move the legs. So even if the legs cannot move on their own, we're just using our arms to circle that thigh and get a little motion into the hips. And then we'll pause and take it a few circles in the other direction. And then release that. Take a breath in between, sigh it out. And we'll try the other side. So you can also just hold on to your pants, or you can use a strap to hold on to the thigh. So I'll use my hands and some circles taking it out. They also can be very small, or they can be very large, depending upon what's your capacity today. And then we'll take it in the other direction, just looking for smooth flowing motion, letting the hip joint itself relax completely and letting the arms do the work. And then bringing it back. Good. All right, so now we'll go back to the upper body for a little bit. So let's bring our hands to the back of our head. We can lightly interlace the fingers because we'll be moving in and out of this position a fair amount. So let's inhale and get a little taller, take the elbows wide, firm the belly. We'll exhale to the right and release the right arm and let it drape down towards the floor and let that left elbow creep up towards the ceiling, lengthening the left side of the body. Now on the inhale, come back up, very lightly interlace the fingers. When you exhale, take the right arm to the left knee. And then take a little twist as you exhale, and option to take that left arm and extend it out shoulder height and look back behind you. Come back to center and interlace your hands. Now we'll stay on the right side like this, and we'll do it 3 more times. So we'll inhale up, firm the tummy, and then exhale over. Let that right arm feel very heavy and the left arm point towards the ceiling. You can feel your abdominals working, which is why we engaged them earlier. Use the inhale and the abdominals to bring yourself back. And the next exhale takes that right arm to the left knee. And the exhale, we twist, and option to release that arm and reach back behind. Bring it back to center. Inhale and get tall. Exhale, lateral flexion to the side. Thinking of the torso like an accordion, compressing on the right, expanding on the left. Use the inhale to float yourself back up. And then exhale, take that hand to the knee and find your twist. Bring it back. We'll do it 1 more time now. Inhale up, shimmy those elbows wide. Exhale and take it over. Inhale, float up. Pull the belly in as you exhale and find your twist. And then inhale and bring it back. Now take just a breath here. Sigh it out. And just notice how you feel. Notice what you feel and where you feel it. And one of my teachers says something I think is very lovely. He says, pay attention to your attention. Where does your mind automatically go? Or what is the quality of your mind stream, the term for that river of thoughts that we're constantly percolating? So can you quiet the mind stream and pay attention to your attention? All right, let's try the other side now. So we'll bring our hands to the back of our head. Take an inhale to get tall. Lean to the left and drop the left arm this time. And it might feel very different. Use that inhale like you're scooping up energy and bringing it back up to the brain. And then on the exhale, the left arm goes to the right knee, and we find our twist and release the right arm. Almost like a pinwheel, taking that arm back, but staying tall. Inhale the hands to the back of the head. And we'll do this several more times. So inhale tall, firm the belly. Exhale, left arm over and right arm reaches for the ceiling. So if you can, open up that armpit, take the elbow up. A little pause here, breathe as you need to. And then the next inhale brings you back up. The hand lightly touches the back of the head. And then with the exhale, that same hand goes to the right knee, pushes down a little to get tall. And the exhale takes us back and around. An option to reach with that right arm. Let the next inhale bring you back to center. Inhale tall. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale back up. Let your hand just tap the back of your head and then use that exhale to find the twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand back behind you. Maybe almost like an oar on a boat. It goes a little bit further back without strain. And bring yourself back. And we'll do it the last time then. So hands at the back of the head. Inhale and get tall. Exhale to the left and release your arm. Inhale, sweep that arm up, tap the back of the head, and on the exhale, anticipate that rotation of the spine, press against the right knee, and take your arm back. And then relax and bring yourself forward. All right. So in the last minute that we have, let's do a little gratitude with our hands at our heart, and we'll do a little breath thing here. So your hands are together in front of your heart. Now we'll move in slow motion. As you inhale, begin to separate your palms, and then one by one, let your fingers separate. Let your fingers float out shoulder height if that's comfortable, and then push away. And even take the little fingers back towards each other. So you're opening up the chest. Now that might be more than one breath for you, and that's fine. But then the next time you exhale, bring your hands slowly back together. Little fingers, ring fingers, middle index thumb, palms at the heart, lower the chin. Let's do that again. So you're looking straight ahead as in slow motion, your hands begin to separate. And then they float almost like they're in water, taking them back and pushing the palms away to open up the chest, even look up a little bit, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then turn the palms towards each other and very slowly, wave-like, bring them back in together. And each finger finds its mate. The palms come together, and then hands to the heart. Lower your chin, close your eyes, and once again notice the inner landscape, the sensations inside your body. Notice the mind stream. Is your mind busy creating thoughts, or has it quieted down, matched the body into a calm, peaceful spaciousness? And then noticing the breath, notice the texture of the breath, the pace, whether one breath is similar to the next or if they vary. And without judgment, just noticing the breath, staying tied to it, recognizing that each breath is the next serving of life force that we bring into our bodies and nourish. Thanking your body, honoring it for all that it's been through and all that it's done for you in this lifetime, honoring the practice of yoga and each other and all the yogis who came before us. And may the fruit of our practice benefit not only ourselves, but those around us. May all beings everywhere be happy and free of suffering. May all beings be well. And may all beings feel thoroughly loved. Namaste.